Shalom Aleichem, Na'aleh viewers. Welcome to another shiur in Maseches Brachos. Today's shiur is dedicated Lili Nishmas Rachel Leah Bas Reb Chaim Tzvi. We're continuing in the Gemara Brachos in the second parak, Daf Yud Daled Amid Beis. We're up to the Gemara approximately 2/3 down the Amud, directly one line across from the last Tosos on the Amud, Oila B'loi Mincha. The Gemara says, Rav. The Gemara begins, Rav Moshi Yodei V'kara Kriat Shma V'anach Tefillin. Says the Gemara, Rav's practice was first, in the morning, he would wash Netilas Yadayim. He would recite after Netilas Yadayim Kriat Shma, and then he would put on Tefillin Vitzoli, and then he would daven Shemoneh Esrai. So first, Rav would recite Tefillin, the Gemara recite Kriat Shma, then he would wear Tefillin and daven Shemoneh Esrai. Asks the Gemara, Ve'echi Avid Achi, how was it appropriate for Rav to first wash Netilas Yadayim, then recite Kriat Shma, and only afterwards put on Tefillin and then daven Shemoneh Esrai? Asks the Gemara, V'atanya, we learned in a Brisa, HaChoifer kuch lemeis b'kema u'minat tefilo u'minat tefillin u'mikol mitzvos ha'amuros b'Torah. Brisa says that if an individual is involved in digging a grave for a person who passed away, for a corpse, to bury a mace, Potter mikriat Shma u'minat tefilo u'minat tefillin, he's exempt from Kriat Shma, from Shemoneh Esrai, and from wearing tefillin, and we call mitzvahs ha'amuros b'Torah, and he's parted from all the mitzvahs in the Torah based on the klal of oisik b'mitzvah parted min ha'mitzvah, that if an individual is involved and engaged currently in the performance of one mitzvah, and another mitzvah comes along his way, he's exempt from the second mitzvah, because it's not possible in a situation where it's not possible for him to do both mitzvos. The Brisa, so therefore, a person who is digging a grave, he's exempt from davening, he's exempt from reciting Kriat Shma, he's exempt from Tefillin. Says the Brisa further, Higia Azman Kriat Shma, the time for Kriat Shma arrives, Oile V'noitel Yadav, he goes out of the grave that he's dug, washes his hands, umeiniach tefillin, and puts on tefillin, v'kayra Kriat Shma u'mispalel, and then he recites Kriat Shma and he daven Shemoneh Esrai. So the Gemara's kasha is on the Maisa that we have in the name of Rav. We said that Rav, he would first wash Netilas Yadayim, recite Kriat Shma, and only afterwards would he put on Tefillin and then daven Shemoneh Esrai. Asks the Gemara, the Brisa here states that a person who's involved in digging a grave is parted from Kriat Shma, parted from Shemoneh Esrai, parted from wearing Tefillin. But then the Brisa goes on to say that if the time for Shma arrives, he should go out, and he's in the middle of digging the grave, he should emerge from the dug grave, and he should wash his hands, put on Tefillin first, then recite Kriat Shma and daven Shemoneh Esrai. So the Gemara's kasha is that we see in the Brisa, first you put on Tefillin, then you recite Kriat Shma and daven Shemoneh Esrai. So why did Rav first recite Kriat Shma, then wear Tefillin, and then daven Shemoneh Esrai? But before the Gemara addresses that question, the Gemara interjects, Hagufa kasha. The Gemara says the Brisa itself is difficult to understand. Reisha Omar Potter. The Brisa's opening statement is that if a person is digging a grave, he's exempt from reciting Kriat Shma and from davening Shemoneh Esrai and from wearing Tefillin, based on the klal of oisik b'mitzvah, potter min ha-mitzvah. If he's engaged in the performance of one mitzvah, he's exempt from a second mitzvah. Asks the Gemara of the Seifa Chayiv, but then the Seifa says that when the time to recite Shema arrives, he should go outside from the grave that he's digging. He should climb out, recite Kriat Shma, put on Tefillin, recite Shma and Shemoneh Esrai. So the Gemara asks, we have a contradiction. The Reisha says that a person who's digging a grave is patur from all other mitzvahs and from Kriat Shma and from Tefillin. The Seifa says he's chayiv in Tefillin, Kriat Shma and Shemoneh Esrai. So the Gemara answers, holy kasha. The Gemara says, this is not a difficulty. Seifa betray. The Seifa of the Brisa is talking about a case where there are two people that are working together to dig the grave. So in that scenario,